There are a lot of agents out there. How do you choose the right one? We'll find out soon. Hello, it's Rollins over at Dallas Contemporary Homes, where we get your Dallas Contemporary home bought and sold fast and simple, period. Today's video is going to talk about how to choose the right agent. There are so many agents in this real estate market. Why? Because there's a lot of activity. People feel that there's a lot of money to be made, and where there is money to be made, there are people. So I'm sure you watching this video know of at least one or two or three people who practice real estate, who have their real estate licenses. Perhaps you have thought about getting your real estate license. So when you're a buyer, you really need the assistance of a real estate agent. There are numerous reasons why. Check out one of the other videos I have done which talks about that. But today's topic is not going to talk about why you should have an agent, but how to actually choose the right agent. I'll be brief, but try to get some really good information out there. So when you're looking for an agent, one of the things that you have to try to think about is what you need an agent for is to help you navigate the market, make sure you're not falling into any traps, make sure that you know how to get the most out of your time, your energy, and your money. That is really what it's about. That's what a qualified agent is going to help you do. So when you're thinking of these things and you're meeting agents and interviewing them, or you're doing research and coming across various people and you're saying, okay, who do I actually want to work with to guide me through this process? That's at the very top of your mind, or it should be. In order to make sure that you find someone who is going to help you get these things done, again, saving you time, saving you energy, and definitely saving you money, you really want to think about, I'm just going to give you 2 or 3 good reasons or things to think about. First thing being, does this person communicate well? Believe me, in this market, with the speed that things move, you have to have someone who is going to communicate not just well, but in a manner that is in line with how you communicate. Some people prefer to communicate via phone. Some people prefer to do email. Some people prefer text message. Not everyone is effective at communicating through those various mediums. If you are a talker and the agent that you speak with or work with never answers the phone and they just say, hey, I can't talk, text me back, you're probably not going to get along very well with that agent, and that's going to cause you problems. You're certainly not going to end up getting the results that you want. So communication is paramount. The better that you communicate with your agent, the better that your agent should be able to understand the things that you need and really be able to help you get where you're trying to go. Also, an agent who is solid at communication is probably going to be better at helping to facilitate the deal agent to agent, which is going to put things into better terms for you. So communication, I would say, is at the top of the list. The second thing, skill and expertise. Believe it or not, despite all the training that is required to become an agent, we are not the same. We are not commodities. No two agents are exactly the same. There are plenty of great agents. There are significantly more not great agents. Don't find yourself in a position where you're working with one who is not a great agent, especially in this market. You're going to get crushed. It's going to cost you a lot. Just don't do it. How do you determine expertise? Well, look up someone's track record. The internet is not only your friend, it's everyone's friend. While there is a lot of misinformation out there on the internet, there is also a lot of good information. Do research. Check out the agent's track record. Look up their reviews. Reviews are huge. It's not necessarily the quantity of reviews, it's the quality of the reviews. If a person doesn't even have any online reviews and they consider themselves a business in 2021, I mean, that probably warrants its own video, but I know personally I would be very skeptical about doing business with someone in this world today, in the internet age, who doesn't have any type of review presence on the internet. It's just too easy to get reviews, and if you're not getting them, it either shows that you don't offer a service great enough to get people to actually do them, or you just don't care, which that's not that great either. So do your research, follow your gut. If you're talking to an agent and you feel like, hey, this person, we vibe well, looks like we communicate well, they seem to know their stuff, they certainly know more about the market than I do, I feel like this would be okay. If you get that feeling, go for it. If you're unsure, do your research. Either way, you want to make sure that you're working with someone who actually knows what they're doing. Someone who just got their license, no offense, because we all just had our license at one point. If they're not on a team where they're getting the training, if they're not doing deals, if they're not actually working on contracts, because let me break you a little secret. Getting your license and passing the test doesn't prepare you at all to actually sell and buy real estate in this market. You need to be trained by someone who actually knows what they're doing. If that agent that you're working with has not had that training, good luck. It's probably not going to turn out that great for you. So again, in essence, you really want to make sure that the person that you're working with has a level of expertise and can actually deliver the results that they promise to you. So make sure you do your diligence. Online reviews are a great way to look at that. Content, check out the person's content. Go to their website, read what the information is that they're providing. If they're not putting out anything and they're basically just saying, hey, I'm a real estate agent, I have my license, I'm a realtor, and that's it, probably want to run the opposite direction. So recapping, we got communication, expertise. The third one I'll leave you with, and then we'll wrap it up, is specialization. What is specialization? There are so many different types of properties. You got townhomes, condos, single family homes, ranch style homes, other types of homes, multifamily. You got different types of styles. You have Mediterranean. If you've been following us at all, you know what we do: contemporary and modern design, traditional style homes. So many different areas and things that come up in the real estate market as far as areas and niches to specialize in. While specializing in one particular niche, like us, does not necessarily mean that you can't work in the other niches, because you certainly can. Take a look at the types of properties that a person works with and what they seem to be passionate about. You wouldn't want a farm and ranch expert trying to help you get a contemporary modern condo in Uptown. Not to say that they can't, they very well may be able to, but who's more likely to have the inside track or know more about that particular market? The person working in it, specializing in contemporary modern design, or the person who isn't? That's a great question to ask. So you really want to focus, if you're looking for a particular type of property, it's wise to focus your energies in with someone who actually specializes in that type of property. Location, the Dallas market, it's mostly the same in many of the areas. I mean, obviously different houses are in different areas and different price points and what have you, but Dallas is not an extremely diverse market in the sense of, if you go here, there are ranches, and if you go here, there are totally different types of properties. I mean, most of the stuff in Metro Dallas is going to be single family homes and or townhomes or condos. And then when you get on the outskirts, you'll start to deal with your ranches and whatnot. So, if an agent is skilled in Dallas, they can probably sell in different areas. So focus more on property type than area if you're in the Dallas specific market. However, area does still factor in. I will not say that it doesn't. It certainly does. But I think you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. So let's go from the top to the bottom and wrap it up. First thing you want to look at, communication. I don't care what kind of expertise a person has, nor what kind of specialization they have, or any other skill they have. If they don't communicate, it is not going to work. I can promise you that. Communication. Next thing, expertise. Next thing, specialization. These are the things that if I were looking for an agent, that's what I would look for. But I have already found an agent because I am one. If you are looking to buy or sell your Dallas contemporary modern home or any other type of home in Dallas or Fort Worth, we sell all over, then definitely give us a call. We are here to help. We have a proprietary system of not only tools and skills, but also a network of specialists that we work with to ensure that you have the best possible experience when you are buying and or selling a home, but in this particular case, buying, since that's what this video is about. Hopefully this has been helpful. It's ran a little bit longer than I expected it to, but I want to try to put as much great information out there for you as I can, especially if you're a first-time buyer, especially if you're buying in this market. You need to know as much as you can because knowledge is power. There are a lot of pitfalls out there. I don't want you to fall into one. If you have any questions, if you need some assistance in buying and or selling, or if you just want to get more information and pick my brain, happy to do so. Call me at this number, 903-664-5908, or visit us at DallasContemporaryHomes.com, where we get your Dallas Contemporary home bought and sold, fast and simple, period.